Hey guys, JP here, playing some Super Mario 64. I decided that since the N64 came out today, 20 years ago in Japan, along with this game, I decided that I would play it. I know I haven't done anything for this channel in a while. I just thought it was a good idea to get some content out there again. I'm sorry that I fell off the face of the earth as far as my YouTube channel goes. I didn't want to spend all this time talking about that. I want to talk about how much I love this game. And I know that's cliche and dumb, but I really do. I have a lot of nostalgia attached to this game. I remember the first time I saw this game, I was probably, I don't know, like 6 or 7, let's see. It came out 20 years ago. I would have been 5 when it came out, so that's crazy to think how much time's passed since then. But it's Mario 64, and I'm super excited to play it once we actually get to play it, instead of these annoying cutscenes. Alright. So Bowser tells us no one's home. That's a good sign that we need to look around. Because you know when people tell you no one's home, just walk right in. That's what I do. Alright. I mean, you guys played this game before, most likely. If you haven't, like, I highly recommend you give this a chance. I'm playing it on the Wii right now. There's a lot of ways that you can play it. Several illegal ways to play it, but I discourage that and encourage legal ways of playing this game. You can get it on Wii or Wii U Virtual Console. You can pick up a retro N64 copy, although that might be a little bit expensive. I feel like the Wii is a good way to be able to play this game. Alright, I've been talking a lot and I'm not paying attention to where I'm going, so let's start heading to where we need to go. But while we're going, we still want to talk. I just remember how blown away I was when I saw the N64. It was kind of a special thing for me as a kid, because I was really young, and I was into Nintendo a lot. At the time, around the time when this game came out, we did not grow up with Super Nintendo, and there goes the dog again. My neighbor has a dog, and he has some anxiety issues, so he likes to bark every once in a while. But that's besides the point. Here's a cool secret. I feel like I know a couple secrets about this level warping around, but I don't know all the secrets. So if you know any cool secrets in this level or in other levels that I play, if I do more episodes, of course, let me know in the comments. I'd like to know, because, you know, even though this game's 20 years old, you can still learn a lot of things about it. And there's cool little secrets. I haven't done everything in the game. I've beaten it a couple times, but I haven't done absolutely everything. So, what was I saying before the dog barked? I think it was about how my family didn't have a Super Nintendo, but we had a classic NES, and we had Mario Brothers and Mario Brothers 3, and I was really young, so I didn't really play it myself, but I watched my brother play it a heck of a lot, along with my sisters as well. And so when this game came out, it just blew my mind, going from like the retro 2D Mario. I am not getting past this guy. Oh, you can take note of that. If you can't get around him, do a flip. Call it the JP guy flip. Sound effect is absolutely required. Oh no. I screwed up. I just realized how hard it is to tell a story while playing this game. I'm not very good at multitasking. Which probably makes it more fun for you guys, right? Because you get to see me suck it up. But yeah, we ended up renting this game at Blockbuster along with an N64. We got that, the N64. Got this game this Mark. N64. I can't talk right now, sorry. And we also got Mario Kart. And I remember the Boo level scaring the heck out of me as a kid. It was really bad. I actually didn't want to watch my brother play the ghost level in this game, which hopefully we'll get to later on. Definitely not in this episode, but probably later on. But I pulled the game pack out of the console. I pulled Mario 64 right out of the N64 while LT was playing and he was heading to the Boo level. And I just didn't want to play the Boo level. I wanted to play Mario Kart. So I pulled out the one game and I put in Mario Kart 64 in its place. And that was really bad. That wasn't even our N64, that was Blockbuster's. And speaking of which, we should have a moment of silence for Blockbuster. Alright, now that that's over. You know what? To be honest, I really do miss Blockbuster because, you know, Redbox is okay sometimes, and so is Netflix, but I really miss being able to rent a good game, you know? Why is this happening? I don't even know. Like, I'm not hitting him, he's not hitting me. What's going on? You can hit me? Okay. Why can't I hit you? Okay, I'm gonna stop. It's a good thing we have some coins here. Okay. Back to that story. You can see that I get very distracted pretty easily. LT was not happy. My brother, who was playing, he was very upset when I pulled out the game pack. And I learned to respect video games after that, because, you know, like, we could have ruined it. It wasn't even ours. And it's funny because, like, I was so afraid of this game, but years later I came to really love it. I can't remember if it was that same year, if it was, I think we got it, was it 96 or 97 where we got an N64. Santa Claus gave me a very pleasant surprise by giving me an N64 for Christmas, which is like the ultimate Christmas gift to receive in the 90s. I know some of you may be a little bit younger, not your generation, so maybe you can't relate as much, but I feel like a lot of people of my generation, my age, really dig the N64. That was just me, maybe it's not, but I was so ecstatic, because like the super funny thing is, like, my parents told my siblings, like, Santa Claus can't get Josh an N64, and so you're gonna have to talk to him. Like, mainly my mom was talking to my brother LT and saying, you know, like, you can't have, like, tell Josh that it's not reasonable for him to ask Santa for an N64 because he's just not gonna get it. And, like, the funniest thing ever is my mom already had the N64 purchased and everything. Like, it was already set aside. Like, I was getting it for Christmas. It's just really funny because, like, all of my older siblings were convinced, especially LT, that I was not getting an N64 for Christmas. Like, it was just not happening. But on Christmas morning, I opened it up, and I was, you know, being the little kid I am, I'm just like, I knew it! I knew that I would get it! And, like, all of my older sisters and brother I wish we had a camera to capture that moment, because I'm just like super arrogant. I knew that I was gonna get it. I was right. I was vindicated after all these months of my brother telling me, "You're not getting the game. You're not getting the N64. You're not getting Mario Kart. You're not getting what." I mean, even though you want it, you'll still have a good Christmas. But LT was wrong. And I was right. It was just a funny story. My family looks back on it very fondly. I still have that N64. It's not in that great shape. I never actually got Super Mario 64 for Nintendo 64. It was a game that like I borrow either from Blockbuster or from one of my close friends or one of our relatives. They had Mario 64. My cousins, yeah. I never had it myself. So when the Wii came out and it came on Virtual Console, which, like, for those who are not too familiar with how that works, you can buy digital versions of old games on Wii and Wii U. When it came out on the Wii Virtual Console, excuse me, it was super exciting. It was like while I was excited for Twilight Princess and Wii Sports to come out, like a lot of my excitement for the Wii was because of the Virtual Console and being able to buy old games that, for whatever reason, I never got as a kid, and it was really expensive to get online on eBay or something, and said I could get it for like $10. So I got it, and I loved it then. I loved it as a kid, even though maybe I was a little bit terrified of it as a kid. But after that point, after I got over some of my irrational fears, which I had several irrational fears. Maybe I'll tell you more about that later. I'm just wandering around. I'm sorry, guys. I should try playing. Let's try to get one more star. Let's try to cut it off at about 15 to 20 minutes here. Should we go? Let's go Kukul Mountain. I think that's what it's called, right? I don't even remember what I was saying. I'm not very good at keeping my train of thought. Let's see. Oh, right. I was super excited about this game. It just, I don't know, like, I think it's a super good game, but that might just be because I played it so much as a little kid, and I just have fond memories of, either me playing with my family or watching my older brother play, aside from me pulling the pack out. I remember all the time, the funny thing that we would do as kids when we were watching my older brother play, because, a lot of these games were one-player games, especially Super Mario 64, we were goofy little kids with imaginations, and we would think about, act out, I guess. Wow, it's really slippery. We would act out, pretend to be like the kidnapped princess. So, like, my older sister was Princess Peach, and then my other older sister, she was we came up with some silly princess, because before, we didn't know about Daisy or any other Mario characters, and this was long before characters like Rosalina ever even existed. What are you supposed to do? I haven't even been paying attention. Am I supposed to be on the slide. I can't even remember. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even paying attention. Just telling good stories. But speaking of those good stories, let's see. Here's another cool secret in this level. Another warp. I didn't learn about this one until much later. But if you go there, you can warp all the way back to the top of the mountain. So if you're playing this game and you accidentally fall way too far, then you can just come right back up. That's pretty cool, right? Alright, we're gonna do this slide, because I think that's what we're supposed to do. Man, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying my stories. Let me know what you think. And if you guys had any experiences in your childhood with games, then feel free to share them with me too. I'd love to hear them. Whether that be in your own Let's Plays, or whether you want to share it in a comment. I'd love to hear about it. Do I get a star? I go outside, right? Yes. Alright. Oh, missed. I was trying to be cool, but I sucked it up. You know, I can't even remember the story I'm telling. Sorry, guys. We're at about 15 minutes or so. I think we'll cut this episode off right here. Hopefully, I'll be able to get this out to you today. If not, I'm sorry. But this has been a lot of fun. It's great to remember some old memories about this game. Please, if you have any memories as well, or if you happen to be, you know, my brothers or sisters and you're watching this and you remember things, like, let's talk about it, you know? Like, it's fun to remember the good old days. And, you know, laugh a little bit. I guess I kind of am obsessed with nostalgia. Just think a little bit too much about the good old days. Life's good now, though, too. I'm good. Alright. I've been rambling on way too much. I might even cut it short. Alright. This is JP Guy signing off. Thanks for watching. Bye.